How it do, how it be, how it is. Welcome back and welcome in. I did it backwards. Hang on, we gotta start over. Hang on.
Go back.
How it do, how it be, how it is. Welcome in and welcome back. Also, Taff, thank you for the 23 tier 2 subs. God damn, that is a long time. It's almost 2 years. Appreciate
Almost
you.
as long as this middle finger.
Last we left off, the party was making their merry way towards Bitter Post. Offbeat Outlaw playing Yester Hawthorne, Yester's hometown. Lots of interesting things. The party is currently pursuing an individual named Luant, a warforged who worked for Shiny Connor in the capital of Windfall. After the Skinless Man made his first debut in this game, ripping apart Jeremy and a few other people and stuff like that. The only inconsistency...
The Skinless Man did that?
Yeah, that's known.
I thought we didn't know it was him. I thought we was affiliated with him. I didn't know it was the guy himself.
Yeah, I mean... Alright, my bad.
Party, did we know that?
I feel like the party knew that.
I don't think so.
confirmed.
No, we didn't.
Let's look. I don't think so.
I don't think that was
Oh, we are off to a great start.
Yeah, and all those atrocities that were... We knew it was affiliated with the guy. We didn't know he left
Okay.
us a fucking calling card, but like...
Yeah, I don't think we do that.
When the
Yeah.
when the DM needs to refresh himself on what the party knows versus what the DM knows. Good job, Jeff. Thanks.
We'll pretend we don't know that. We'll
Just
pretend we don't-
in, Skinless Man does all the crimes.
Tax evasion, murder.
Okay, wait a minute. Hang on. There was a talisman and everything. I don't feel like this was a big stretch.
Okay, yeah, but like it's a bit. I think it's a pretty large stretch for the party to go. Oh, there's a. Why would the guy doing the thing leave us a little talisman to let us know, to inform us? You know, that's
Anyway.
the thing. Like, it could have been an order affiliated
we
with
did.
him, but I think
Yeah,
that's where
it's-
most of us were at.
I assumed like a cult or something.
Yeah,
Mhm.
culty
Yeah.
behavior, not necessarily the man himself.
So,
But-
Finding Robot Boy just got way more important, though.
Yeah, finding Robot Boy just became like, because we were like, he's not that important. We'll go talk to Antia. Now it's like, oh, he knows the skinny man.
Antioch, we'll get to you when we get to you. All right, just chill.
Yeah,
just
but we got
sit
a
down.
peeled man to get to. It's like one of them plucked chickens. Behold, a man.
Anyway, as the party was making their way to Bitter Post after a few misadventures, they find themselves pinned down in a rock outcropping. I'm all off my game now. Completely off my rhythm. As one Loams, a very high-level bounty hunter, has been set upon the party. Shots from far away, not able to ascertain exact location of Loams. We just know that he's out there somewhere taking pot shots. Anyway, my name is SirFeffers. Thank you for being here. I am the one who gives things away by accident. If you would like to catch up on some of our 3 weekly streamed campaigns, you can head over to the YouTube Jake and Feffers, edited by the marvelous over there, DatDirtyTaco. And if you would like to join our community, head on over to the Discord. That's it for me. Let me huck it over to Offbeat Outlaw.
What up? My name is Offbeat Outlaw. You can find me on YouTube and TikTok under those exact same names. I am playing Yester Hawthorne, who is desperately trying to forget that the Skinless Man themselves is, in fact, the man in the mirror. I'm thinking about a man in the mirror. Ow! That guy. So, at the end of the day, that's currently what I'm just trying to be like, I don't know this information. And it's very annoying that Loams is pinning us down, because currently the best thing we can do is run, and it's really hard to set up a trap on a guy when you don't know what he can see and where he is. So we could trap him though. We could try, but I do also think that Feff has done some bullshit to the levels of whatever this guy is, and also added health and legendary resistances, because this isn't Feff's first rodeo. It's at least his second, and he knows what's going on. Passing it off to Taco.
What's up, everyone? I'm Taco. I play Stonks, the skeleton wizard boy. Anyways, yeah, we lived in a bubble for a little bit. We're running from a spooky man and all that good stuff. Gene, go.
Gene. Very frustrated. This freaking...
Sexually?
I mean, I hadn't thought about it. I mean, probably. Who knows? Well, we're going to a good spot.
We are going to a brothel.
This is not foreshadowing. I'm not about to. So, yes, sir. Which one's your mom?
Just to let you know, it's a friends and family it's extra charge.
We ain't friends, Ben.
Family.
I'll treat you like customers.
I thought you were gonna say cousins.
Why would you think that?
Friends and family.
And we
Oh, man.
Sweet home Alabama.
Yeah, missed opportunity to have bitter post.
It's Western theme, not
I guess
Southern
it is
theme.
bitter post. Yeah, that's 3 syllables. You could totally make it work. Anyways, yeah, I'm not bringing it back after that. Jake.
Hello, I'm CritFailJake. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram. I play Dodger. The fighter warlock. Now, I'm a little spotty on exactly where we're picking up. Because last session, the storm came, blocking the vision.
We ran to the hills. We teleported there.
Right. After testing, running around, there were no more shots. So are we still pinned down, or are we...
So you guys got to the rock, and then the storm passed.
And then we didn't know if there were any more shots. We did test a bit, though, and there weren't any more. So currently, I think the party's of the mind of we might be in the clear for now.
Okay. I want to fight him, but that's just me.
I mean, yes. But
That's fair.
Yep, I got nothing. I don't know who else hasn't gone. Luna, have you gone?
You can go. Hi, I'm LunaWolfSpirit. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram. And Sia, annoyed. Doesn't like getting shot at.
What?
Yeah, no.
Huh.
Doesn't like to be shot at.
I'm so sorry. Let me just.
Contrary to
If I had known that, you know.
Yeah, I don't got anything other than that.
Okay. Sun is brightly shining down upon the party. Just to the north, the rust's churning with its blood glass and strange storms. Open expanse. About an hour south, maybe a little longer, is the road proper and the river. A couple of hills here and there, a couple of scraggly trees, and the occasional cactus. I think it's safe to say at this moment, a tumbleweed. Party is holed up. What do we do?
Do I see any huge objects nearby?
You are standing next to the only large object, and that is the giant rock outcropping, the butte.
Is it large or is it huge?
It's safe to say it's gargantuan.
Uh-oh. We can make a Tarask.
Can we make this rock just a little bit smaller? Can we take a little off the top?
We got some blasting wax.
Stonks leaps into the air,
Okay.
screams, "Hi-ya!" and tries to spinning a roundhouse kick the rock in an attempt to split a piece off.
Get 6 feet up at best.
We're rolling. We're rolling.
Oh, yeah.
This seems like an appropriate thing to use a portent for. I'm pretty sure I'm sitting on a nat 20 portent.
I thought we rolled low.
Yeah, if I remember rolling a low.
I think
No,
the
Stonks
portents
rolled-
can be whatever I want them to be.
Very
like that
interesting
roll.
take.
It's a fun
There
roll.
is
Such a hot take.
My portents are a 1 and a 16. Anyways, what ability should I use for this?
Song, I
Acrobatic.
think you should have figured this out
Life.
before you leapt into action. But
Well, I'm not God.
Did you roll to hit?
Oh, it's a roll to hit?
It's an unarmed strike, I guess.
It's an unarmed strike? All right. -1.
What about your proficiency? You're proficient with unarmed strikes.
Oh, am I proficient with punch? Okay. so
Everyone
then-
is proficient with their unarmed strikes.
Stonks is a lover, not a fighter. 15 plus 3, 18.
18. You managed to hit the rock.
It wasn't moving.
You put a small. You break off a small chip of the red stone.
Okay.
This was all an attempt to make some move and cover for us, with the animate objects. But
God, that's terrifying.
I have a point of order.
yes.
Also, the rock
In the popular video game known as Pokemon,
Mm-hmm.
fighting type attacks are super effective versus rock.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
That's all I got. What say you, God?
Oh, well, if this was a Pokemon game, and if that was a rock type Pokemon, and you
So
were
neither
using
this
some
game
kind of
or
ability,
that thing I kicked were a Pokemon?
it's not Diglett.
You're right, because Diglett would be a ground type.
Mm-hmm. You fool.
It's not Onyx.
Perchance.
This makes more sense.
Does it?
Perhaps it is Geodude.
But I have Spinnerack.
I have cut.
I
just googled that was the first spider Pokemon I found.
Oh my. Okay. I just had a realization about our spider. You know how every Pokemon party has like the HM
the HM slave.
bot? Yeah, the HM slave. That's our spider.
It's our rogue in our pocket. It's our pocket rogue.
Need to get back to some water so we can teach you to surf. I mean,
Become a boat. Well, if we can't get the moving cover, then that's all I was really interested in.
I mean, so the rock goes into the earth, but you guys literally have, I think, sticks of dynamite with you. This is, I mean, assuming you can safely.
I mean, animate objects is only like a minute anyway, and also that would then alert him to our presence. I would almost guarantee that, like, oh, what's that massive fuck off explosion I just heard? Let me go investigate, as it might be our targets.
You guys, from where you were, moved about 100 feet to the north.
I believe we moved about 400 feet, did we?
yeah, it was 400 or 500
Okay.
Yes.
because we had to do some phantom
We had to
steed
teleport and
back and
steeds
forth.
and all that jazz.
Yeah.
I say we hightail it from this point on. If we can't cover ourselves, we just gotta book it. And I will keep at the ready for the next time that I see a shot. I'm gonna have my owl flying over top of us to give me an extra potential viewpoint. So when I see a shot, I'm gonna hopefully be able to cast a wall of force to protect us in response. That's
Okay.
my goal anyway. Let's give it a go. What say all y'all?
That is an actual plan. I was gonna veto
Yeah.
the go in a run for it. We can't outrun the bullet. But that sounds like an actual plan. Yeah.
All right, let's go.
I'm down.
Okay.
Yester will be on the lookout, ready to play the chord of Wall of Force at the ready.
Okay. Make a perception check, Yester, as the party gets on their horses and gears up for the mad dash.
Since I'm using my bird,
Okay.
I have advantage.
Okay.
That is going to be a 19.
19. Okay. The party
Not
bolts,
amazing.
makes it for open terrain. At first, everyone's kind of ducking low and keeping close to the ground and trying their best as the horses gallop for all they're worth. A shot rings out, but it's too far away, and you see the owl, the bird, sees the little bit of sand that plumes up as the bullet loses velocity and hits sand.
Could I make some sort of check to estimate the range?
Sure.
What check?
Let's go with
Physics check.
I will allow a perception or let's say a nature check.
Could I argue an investigation?
I like that more. That more. And we got guidance from Dodger.
Okay. Nice. Okay. That is got 15 plus 2 plus 6. That's a 23.
23. Double checking real quick. I gotta do some math here because homeboy got some weird stuff going on. Okay. Looks like it just petered out at about 720 feet.
All right. He's got a 720-foot range on that there souped-up crossbow. We should be fine as long as we maintain pace and do not let him catch up to us.
Okay. The party continues onward. About an hour passes.
No complaints from me.
What was
and
that,
I'm
Gene?
glad we don't have modern firearms here. 100 feet is freaking nothing. Anyways,
I mean, I don't know where he is the thing.
sure, but
Yeah.
that is a thankfully short range.
He's got all sorts of stealth bonuses.
If he has passed without trace, we might be fucked. We're gonna need to get that ourselves.
He's a druid.
Yeah.
Amongst other things. Stacks on. Anyway, Gene, your sense of relief kind of tightens real quick when you see a dust plume to the east. A large force of horses seems to be moving in this direction. From the direction you were just moving from, too.
So we're headed west currently, right?
Correct. Here, I'll pull up the map real quick. Map. Party is about here. Just ran up to this little butte. And is hucking this way towards the road and the river. You're about here. 26 over here is Bitter Post. And you are seeing.
Stream?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. That's what I got. Got a little arrow I can drag around. You're about here. Another half hour or so, and you'll be hitting the road proper. And from the west, a bit to the south, you can see the dust cloud rising up of a substantial amount of horses.
Any idea, Yester, who that might be on the horizon there?
Wasn't there like a stampede of wild horses
Mm-hmm.
at the end of last episode? Is that what this is?
Nope.
Oh,
Yeah.
Could I make
Man, there's
a history check of who might this be?
Make a perception check first to see if there's anything that would allow for a history check.
Can you make
guidance?
Stonks aware of it
Let's-
so I can also look in that direction?
I mean, I
Stop.
called out to the group at lar in general. You know. So,
Ooh, that's up guidance. That is an 18.
18.
Hold on. Let Stonks get in on this.
How far away are they?
About 200 feet now.
It's not important enough for Stonks to look at.
18. This is likely a band of mercenaries or a gang. Make your history check.
And a mercenaries, I like that better. It's going to be a 17.
17. You don't know the exact name, but you are able to determine by the loadout, by the more disciplined formation, that these are, in fact, I just said the word. Come on.
Mercenaries.
Mercenaries, thank you. I'm writing the fucking word down. Bad Feff. That said, they're about pace with you. You guys are already full speed galloping. They're not going to catch up to you or anything like that. You're just aware of it. What was it?
How long have we been riding?
You've been riding all day. Since the incident with Loams, about 3 hours.
I'm going to be keeping up the ritual casting of telepathic link so we can all speak to each other
Nice.
mentally.
Nice.
big group like that is almost never good.
Mercenaries are frequent in Bitter Post, but they ain't the ones I know them. It's usually, I don't like the looks of them.
As the party knows, for the chat, Windfall has no standing army. They rely on mercenaries for most of their dirty work. And their non-dirty work. Just work. Anything martial they need handled, they usually outsource to various mercenary groups. Yester's father being the head of one of said mercenary groups. More time goes by, you're about an hour east of Bitter Post, you get to the road, being the straightest course, eventually lines up with the road and the river.
Well, hopefully Loams won't be the type to do a highway shooting. More likely to get caught if they want to remain anonymous of sorts.
So at this point, you can push your horses and get that last hour out of the way to Bitter Post, or you can let them rest a bit at the river. But the mercenary band might catch up to you.
What's the risk of pushing the horses?
Pushing the horses, they will be exhausted. They're going to need some extra attention once you get to Bitter Post. As the weariness kind of kicks in, just it's harder on the horses at that point. They might trip on something, might get thrown, but that's not likely. Chance of them just their heart giving out, but it's very low for that first initial bout of exhaustion.
What do y'all think?
Well, I think just less than 48 hours ago, we pulled him out of a lake. So
they owe us a life debt. Onward!
no,
They already owe us their lives. They are horses
that's
that we
not
owe.
what I meant by that. but-
There's a good chance we can blend in with those mercenaries, assuming they aren't hostile. That way.
That is true.
What if it's your dad?
I don't think it's my dad.
I mean, we met Dodger's parents.
I don't think this is my dad, Stonks. He doesn't even ride with the Desperado Devils that much anymore. He goes on his own business. Taco has been possessed by a ghost.
Anyways, but it might be.
Let's maybe let's save the horses some stress, bunker down on the roadside, tiny hut, and then be prepared for a scuffle if they try to mob us or anything. So let's set up some defenses of sorts if we can afford any. You know Glyph of Warden?
Me?
Yeah, you.
No.
So, damn. Dodger, do you know Glyph of Warden?
No.
Damn. Well.
Oh, don't worry, Doctor. Farts with a Z is with the party. The cat.
Bart is always with us. Bart is assumed to be on my shoulders at all times, or in a backpack riding. He's in my loot case.
Is Glyph of Warding a ritual spell?
I believe. Oh no, I don't think so. One sec. No, it is not a ritual spell. Well. Either way.
Ooh, someone
said we
indeed mod made NPC.
Uh,
Oh,
No,
someone
I'm
do
instructing
it. I
them
got
to.
you. I got you.
oh.
I will take a sit, and I'm gonna let's set up at least the tiny hut, and I'll be ready to leave and perhaps negotiate whatever the hell these mercenaries want with us, if they want anything at all, because they could just be neutral. Maybe they're coming into Bitter Post to protect the town. I know there's no real guard situation.
Okay.
All right.
The party gets to the roadside, and the party gets to the roadside. The horses very much eager to drink from the river. Who sets up the bubble? Tiny hut.
I will.
Okay. The force field like bubble appears next to the road as the party watches with maybe some mild trepidation as the horses get closer and closer. Mercenary band seems to have the same idea. They were also off the road. This is the closest point. Many of the horses begin riding up. You can see various mercenary men and women on horseback kind of getting off. Some of them are side watching the bubble, kind of looking at it. You guys are left more or less alone. Eventually, you guys are all kind of standing there watching from within the bubble. Younger woman kind of gets off her horse, kind of walks up on the bubble.
Yester steps out.
Big hat. Well, howdy.
Howdy.
We was
I
coming
hold an
along
action.
this way.
Because it turns hostile.
Say again.
I'm holding an action for if it turns hostile.
Okay.
Same.
Y'all heading out to Bitter Post?
You bet.
So are we. You need some company?
So is my spider.
Inside the bubble, it's a loaded gun.
Y'all seem
I
like...
think they're gonna die.
And Yester, you stepped out of the bubble to have this conversation?
Yes.
Okay. Seems like y'all have been having a rough time of it. Seem like you're a bit on edge. Just wanna,
Can she see in the bubble or
show?
no?
You can't see in the bubble.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Just want to show you that we're not interested in harming any of your folk or any of your horses or anything like. We're just making our way to Bitter Post.
Well, that's grand. What exactly are you doing there in Bitter Post?
We got hired to come out and help with a few transitional things. So there's a lot of, once them trains get running, the word around is that the Bitter Post is gonna be setting itself up for a boom. A lot of new people coming in, stuff like that. The town of Bitter Post is making every effort to ensure that goes smooth like. I'm Breacher. She wipes her hand, extends it.
Yester Hawthorne.
All right, well, these are my men. The breaches.
Breaches. That's one hell of a name. There's a pun in there. There's a music in the name like that.
Thank you kindly. Big smile, gold tooth.
Well, I'll consult my group and see what they say about riding with a large group. We are somewhat on edge after, hearing incidences of the trains blowing up and whatnot. So riding with a group is always better than not. So.
Yeah, we heard about them trains blowing up. Seems like the old ways might be the best ways, if you ask me.
I think it's just a matter of a couple bad folk trying to make good on some older stuff, you know? Trying to, be get in the way of progress is one way to ensure that you never go out of style.
She's kind of looking at you. Kind of squints a little bit and she goes, I swear I know you.
I mean, you maybe. That's your deal. I wouldn't know you.
Huh. Breachers. What? Sat here, no there. We'll be up in about 10 minutes, giving our horses enough time to drink, and then we'll be on our way.
Would you say that we've had a short rest, DM?
I would say that you have a short rest.
Yes.
Ooh, nice.
What? Heck yeah.
I want that. As someone who had a hole in his chest earlier.
Rip.
Well, thank you. I'll go let my group know, and we can ride together into town. My mama actually lives in town.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Owner of the Western House of Respectable Escorts.
I've heard many a good thing about that place, about that establishment.
Well, you should. It's a fine establishment. I used to work there as somewhat of a bartender of sorts back in my younger days. Just don't let the rest of the world know that there was a kid selling beer. But
All right. Ain't none of my business. She turns and walks back into the throng of mercenaries.
I slip back into the tiny hut and stand down all the guns. It's all right. They're the friendly kind. They offered her to walk us into town, actually.
Never hurts to be careful.
Considering we're busy being pursued by one loans, I do think that working with a large group might prove somewhat beneficial to our livelihoods. And by livelihoods, I mean our lives. Any disagreement? Cool, well, we up in 10.
Alright.
Alright, I guess I'll step out of the bubble and start heckin' preparing my horse again.
Okay.
I am the bubble.
Gene, your horse is a little skittish. Make an animal handling check.
Oh god.
Friends.
Honestly, there's an aspect to this character that we haven't explored at all. I'm just gonna choose to fail.
Okay. Your horse tries to bite at you.
You okay there, Gene?
We
What's
had
up?
to take the horses and not the trains. Stupid animals.
You bad with horses?
Horses are bad with me.
You want to ride the spider?
That is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right, it's a transformer. I forgot about that.
It's a transformer.
I can...
No, I got the horse. Just gotta
Alright.
give it a second to cool off.
I'm gonna activate my universal speech feature and choose the horses. I'm gonna talk to them, so I'm now because now they can understand me.
Yeah, all of the horses, including many of the mercenaries' horses, all kind of ears kind of perk up and kind of start looking at you at the side of their eye as you speak.
Now listen, I don't know what Gene ever did to you, but he's a perfectly fine man. Oh, don't give me that. I don't know what you said, but I know I'm very polite. He's a good man. And he's good at riding horses. He treats them well, and he feeds them, and he pays for your food. And also, more importantly, he buys you places to stay. Yeah, that's right. Now, don't you go bucking him off just because we got thrown in a train that went kaboom.
Tosses the man a little bit. Goes back to drinking water.
All right, you should be able to get on now. I talked some sense into him.
You turn around, Yester, and there is one just absolutely yoked horse. I'm talking shoulder muscles, like this just really monstrous Clydesdale, just looking at you.
I'm going to spend a first level spell slot to include it into this now.
Okay.
Well, how do you do? Mercenaries, whose horse is this? This one's giving...
Starts like lipping at your coat and just starting to like, it smells something on you that it wants.
Could I get some rations maybe?
Sure.
Just... Here you go. Eat. Consume. Is this what you're interested in? Good boy.
Oh, my apologies now. And you turn and it's Audric, the giant dragonborn, kind of scarred and gnarly, kind of swaggers over and goes, "My apologies." He's big and ain't he? He's followed by his other
Audric,
guard
this was the potion seller.
Mm-hmm.
Potion seller, what are you doing here?
It's always good to travel in numbers, isn't it?
When I hear Yester say potion seller, the bubble immediately drops.
Oh no.
And as it drops, I stare daggers into this man's soul. And yell, "Potion seller! I see you have returned.
Have
you realized that I'm going into battle
Must we do this
and
fast
need your
again?
strongest potions?"
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm pretty much out of stock at this point. There was I sold a hefty amount to Lord Ramus and his ilk. But I'm hoping to restock out in Bitter Post, get my hands on some fine ingredients.
I'll see you then.
All right. Gets back up on his horse. There is some kind of illusion on the giant steed of a guard drake that is this horse.
I look at him and I go, "How much for a horse like yours?" And I mean a horse like yours.
He looks around. Well, they're a specific kind of breed, don't you know? And this one kind of slaps the side of the horse. This one's not for sale, but I might be able to help you out about a year or so once one of these big ones gets bigger. I am selling a runt.
How much?
About a platinum.
80 gold. Take it or leave it.
Roll persuasion.
The DM says the thing you're good at. That is a 24.
24. 90 gold.
89 gold.
So.
That's great, because that's all the gold I had.
Oh my god.
He goes, "Hey, Jasper, come on now." And he kind of goes over to some of the packs and goes, "Where'd you go? Come on, where are you? What? Some bitch." Yes, sir. You're looking around, and you see a tiny little red guard drake is scooting around behind Sia and just like trying to open her bags.
I'm just gonna stomp on over. I'm gonna use my feature again. Setting another first level spell slot and go, "Well, howdy there. Yeah, I can talk to you. I'm your owner now. Don't give me that. I'll get you meat. Like little salamis. 5 salamis. Take it or leave it."
Now hydrate.
Thank you, kindly. Hope you're doing well, Kate. Kind of comes over and starts clawing its way up your leg.
Ow, ow, ow. Wait, that's steel plate. Let me just I'm gonna put him on the brim of my hat.
No. I don't think your hat can handle that.
Oh, how big is he? I thought you said he was tiny.
It's a Drake. Well, all right, sure. Yeah. Why not?
Wait, how big? How big? I want to
It's
know.
like a baguette long boy.
Ah, so small, so like an iguana.
Kind of
Iguana size.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna hold them underneath my arm like a football. Thank you, Audric. I'm amassing more animals
You
daily.
haven't paid me yet.
I take the 89 gold, and I slap it in his hand.
All right. I like it.
I thought you negotiated him to 80.
89.
No, I got him to 89. He said 90, and then I said 89. Take it or leave it.
Not mad.
All right. Party sets
Just
off.
disappointed.
The
Leans over. He ain't too broad, is he?
guys are about 10 minutes into it when Farts and Jasper start fighting.
Hey, you two, shut up. Hey, listen, you can both hear me. No fighting.
They're fighting.
All right. I look at Jasper. Do you want to live? You can understand me. You want to live? Don't fight with your brother.
They both just attack each other. They're not very compatible.
I grab them both and I say, you two will get along.
Trying to fight each other.
All right. I start getting ready to yuck Jasper.
Okay.
What does he do? I look at him.
He's clawing at you.
All right. Which one of you wants the god Drake?
I mean, I'll take him.
All right. Fart's mine. Here's yours. I give you the iguana.
Oh, come here, little mate.
All right. Slowly, Yester, around the bend of the river, Bitter Post comes into view. Oh no. Bitter Post comes into view. You can see a couple of the wooden buildings, and you can see the townhouse. The townhouse also has this massive watchtower, and you can see old Risties up in his spot where he usually is, big sniper rifle, just kind of watching, and he kind of lines up his scope, and he's just kind of observing the group as a whole as it approaches. And the party makes their way into Bitter Post. The wall is new. There's a bit of a grate for the river itself. Nice town. Bit traditional Western vibes. You've got that kind of main road down the middle, which leads up to the beginning of the Needled Wilds. A couple of buildings, 2 tavern town, various townhouses, a couple of normal houses, kind of a little farther out. See people bustling in and out of town. A lot of people kind of coming out to see all the people stampede in. Yester, you never gave me the name. Oh, well, that actually is the name of it, isn't it? The Western House of Respectable Escorts.
That's its name. There you
That's
go.
the last name, yeah. You can see the old homestead, as it were. It's got that kind of open porch area with the swinging doors in the front. A couple of new buildings since you've left. You've got the railroad kind of going into a station. Yeah, what do you guys do? Welcome to Bitter Post.
Well, I should probably go say hi to my mama, frankly. Be a bad son if I didn't.
Where's a good spot to stable the horses?
There is a whole ass stable.
I was asking yesterday.
My apologies.
I would suggest that big old boy over there. I usually room in the Western House of Respectable Escorts. I don't know if that's the best place for us though as a group. Don't know how many rooms they got. I usually just pick one and be like, "This is my place. No one come in here." And I put a big old get out sign like I'm a teenager in a bad teenage sitcom, but that's the way it is. Yeah, let's go to that stable.
Okay. Stepping into the stable, there is an older gentleman who quickly has kind of sprung to life with all the horses, and you can see he's already making trade arrangements and stuff like that, and with all of the mercenaries that have come in. You kind of move your way to the front, and he goes,
Yeah.
looking at Gene.
You got it. You got enough space for all these horses?
Yeah. I can squeeze in a few more.
Oh, we got horses to squeeze in, I
10
guess.
silver
10 silver per horse?
per day to per horse. Yeah. It's pretty steep.
Yeah, it's pretty steep.
You can see some of the other mercenaries like looking at him darkly.
About a group discount, since there's so many of us.
You with these? You go ahead and roll persuasion, Dodger. Get Gina MILF.
Walks to bar. One.
19.
19. All right, down on to 8 silver.
You ever visited the Western House of Respectable Escorts?
Yes, sir.
Damn straight.
It's been a long time.
It's been a damn long time.
What are there?
I give
You
them
all
a
with
firm
Yester?
check. They are with me. These are my four here, including the spider.
We'll take good care of your horses. Don't you fret about any price or anything like that. I got plenty of business. It's good to see you
Thank
again, yes, sir.
Good
you heard
to see
about
you again.
the new governor?
I ain't heard out no new governor. What's he doing here?
Well,
on
he's
here?
the second new governor. His name is Dason.
Do you want a third?
And what's wrong with Dason?
Dason's all right. He's just kind of. He's got a lot of energy for my taste. He's ambitious.
Well, no, ambition's not necessarily a bad thing as long as there's someone to check it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. The other man, he didn't last very long. He retired early or something like that. It was very unusual. From
was
what
his
I
name?
understand. His name was Doxson. Consumption got old Greg.
Consumption.
That's the one you knew.
Mm-hmm.
Consumption got old Greg, and then in came Doxson, and Doxson didn't fit very well with this town of Bitter Post. He was a kind of hoity-toity lordship type.
That don't fit with
It
Bitter Post.
didn't really. No, I think he was out from New Saren, but this new guy, at least he's staying out of everybody's way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's usually best from what I remember about this place.
Yeah, he doesn't like Risty's very much. But he paid for a whole mercenary group to come on in, and that's good business for me.
Why didn't he pay for? Why did he pay for this group? Why not, the Devils?
I wouldn't know if I'm being honest.
Well, I'll look into the mayor for you. Make sure that he's taking good care of this
I'm
town.
just concerned, to be honest. It's all these new people in the train and all, and everything starts changing. It's not going to be Bitter
Hey.
Post anymore.
It will always be Bitter Post, because Bitter Post is a people. As long as there's needled wilds to send people into after they've given the money to the whorehouse and their horses to you to resell on the black market, that will always be Bitter Post.
Missed you, boy.
I miss you too. This guy's name is Uncle Toby.
Uncle Toby.
Keeping in theme, it begins with a T.
Uncle Toby, Horsemaster.
What was the newcomer's name again?
Jason.
Dason.
Dason Doxson.
So
Doxson was
Statham.
was the second one. Dason's the third.
Yeah.
And old Greg is Rip.
Old Greg
Old
was
Greg.
taken by consumption.
All right. While that's going on, Sia, you look over and there is a traveling dentist, whole ass wagon, big old tooth on a spring, moving around.
Trying
Is
to say
this-
something?
No.
Saying that your teeth suck, obviously.
It's not very inclusionary.
Is this from Django? Is this guy from Django?
There
and
was
Django?
actually surprisingly, there's a lot of like the dentist bits out there. Yeah. Seen a few.
Continue. I'm sorry.
Kind of a wiry older gentleman, kind of polishing his glasses and looking around, and he seems like he's kind of eyeing up the place and a little confused as he's got a face of like, man, why did I come all the way out here kind of look. Yeah, just a reminder to Sia and Jean, there is an individual named Jesse that belongs to the Court of the Path out in Windfall. Out in the I didn't think about that. There is an individual named Jesse, agent of the Court of the Path back in the capital, who has gone missing, and he was out here somewhere. Dang good chicken.
yeah, gum actually.
Daggone.
There you go. Well, it's a pleasure to see you as always, Uncle Toby.
Of course.
I usually stay at Western House. So where's a place where my friends can stay where they won't necessarily feel.
Well, they've got the other tavern. It's known as Last Reserve. Recently got bought out. I think it was worth it, if I'm being honest. It's a bit nicer of a place now. It was kind of run down.
Well, I'll let them pick. I just don't want, some people can be weird about it, and I don't want them to feel uncomfortable being like, hey, here's the place where my mama pays people to go, and it's a weird situation.
But it's respectable.
It is respectable, god damn it, but I just want to make sure my friends feel comfortable and not like I'm forcing them to do things they don't want to do. This is the old-timey equivalent of taking your friends to a strip club and being like, I live there, by the way.
Well, your business is your business.
Damn straight. Well, take care, Uncle Toby. We're out.
As you guys are heading back out, you see the townhouse opens up, and this gentleman wearing mostly all black, suspenders and some gloves on, kind of steps out, looks around a bit, checks his pocket watch, and Breacher comes out from the throng of the guard of mercenaries and kind of steps up to him and looks up to him, kind of up on some steps. It's the only stone building in Bitter Post. And she goes, well, we made it. I reckon. Looks like you brought enough people for sure. Come on in, we'll talk. And you see she kind of nods to her second as the two of them walk into the old townhouse.
Do we want to spy on this business meeting?
Don't really have any
Could send the spider.
incentive here.
That's
But
fair.
it's not my town,
Dodger, you hear it, excuse me, and you turn over, and it's Audric, and he's got Jasper the Runt. He keeps coming back. I'm just gonna give you your money back. He doesn't want to leave the brood, as it were. Apologies. 89 gold.
Who said that he ever left my hands?
He's got him in his.
Buy him back.
There was no animal handling, no anything to struggle to get out. Like
Over the course of the hour, he managed to sneak away. I didn't catch that you were just keeping him in your hand the entire time. Regardless, you can try to keep a hold of him. It was just one of those keeps running off, keeps sneaking back to him. So the Audric feels bad, but you can deny that and try to train Jasper better.
I mean, speaking of the future, like, is it worth, or is it just going to die in an encounter in 2 seconds? Like, or can there be a future where he grows and like becomes something?
D&D is a realm of possibilities. All sorts of things can happen.
Right, but I don't know what kind of drake is. Is this like a riding drake that he's got, or?
It's a runt guard drake. So right now it's basically a oversized lizard. Eventually it would be able to have a breath attack and have the guard drake stats. As of right now, it's basically a wormling.
But like in years.
Whatever.
Sorry?
It's too much trouble. Whatever, you can pick him back.
Okay. He hands you 89 gold. Apologizes once again. Walks away.
Now I want my money. We'll just have to upgrade the spider to have a guard drake for him.
Becomes armor.
We got a new guard drake with hookers and blackjack.
All right, what are we up to? You can
So
see
I was
it.
headed.
Go ahead.
I was headed to my mama's place.
All right. Very good. You step into the Western House of Respectable Escorts, and you can see that this is probably the most packed place of the ilk. Lots of adventurers come here, spend their last times before trying to brave the needled wilds and bring back loot, rare fruits, and the like. Skins of very dangerous creatures. So this place is pretty packed. You can see two bartenders. Wooded floors. This is a very large piano. The piano's new. Just well taken care of area. Dimly lit. You can see a couple people gambling off in one corner, various escorts moving about, done up. Just a good energy in here, very high energy, very raucous. You can see one individual just going absolutely bonkers on that piano, just playing his heart out. You don't see your ma.
I'm gonna go up to the front desk sort of area and go, howdy.
Yester!
Howdy.
Oh, it's Yester! And she gets up and goes around the table and gives you a big hug. The product boy returns. Welcome back. It's been too long.
It has been far too long.
Like
been on
four
many
other-
misadventures.
4 other of the escorts like leave the people they were attending to and come over and go, yeah, and they all kind of swarm around you and just very friendly.
Yeah. Hello, sisters. I'm glad to see that the business is running.
Business
Are
going
you still
well. Your
overcharging for food?
mama- Always.
Thank you.
Your mama's busy right now having a couple of meetings, but I'll let them know that you're here.
Business meetings or meetings?
She's taken up a few interesting... She kind of looks around. Lately, she's been a bit of an informant, selling trade secrets of things going around.
Interesting. So, and what type of folk? We talking crimely folk? We talking?
I wouldn't know. I keep my nose out of things, you know what I'm saying, until I don't. And she walks off.
Well, that's great. Well, welcome to the Western House of Respectable Escorts, everybody. Everyone here is effectively my sister, so make that as weird as you want it to be. I'm gonna probably go and attend to the music situation, as this is atrocious. And
You start moving through, and a young man you have not seen before. Ivory thread on his lapel. He's playing along, and he looks up and goes, "Ah, you must be the bastard that I've been hearing so much about. Please." And
Damn
he kinda
right, I'm
scoots
the
over.
bastard.
He's still playing, but he scoots over for you to play next to him.
I do not have piano in my set of instruments. Oh, don't worry. The keys are all yours. I will accompany you, though, with some fine strings.
All right, roll performance. Ooh, I just nat 20'd on performance. Let's go.
Ooh, I got a 28.
Nice. That brings me to a
Silvery
26.
barbs.
20.
Just kidding.
Oh, okay. The two of you absolutely sweep the floor as you were. Dancing breaks out. Good vibes to be had all around. You can see, all right, between the two of you, split down the middle, 78 gold each. And as you kind of wrap up your performance, he goes, well, that was quite nice. I can see why they needed to get a replacement once you headed off. Fine. You're fine indeed.
You're doing great yourself. What's your name, sir?
My name is Colin. Colin? Let me double check that. Yep. My name is Colin. It's nice to meet
Colin? First name Phil?
you. I can't say that I've got a last name.
Would have been better if your first name was Phil Collins. But at the very least, it's a pleasure to meet you. I hope you're taking care of everybody here.
I'm doing my best. Big shoes to fill. And you see he plays a few notes, and a small hat is created and put on the end of the piano, and that's where the tips are collected for the two of you.
Well, I gotta go tend to the rest of my group and hopefully my mom. But you're good enough to stay here. Congratulations. You're actually promoted.
He goes for a handshake.
I give him a handshake.
All right, you walk away, and there's a note in your hand.
I read it.
All right. When you have a moment, I'd love to speak with you about a few important things. All subtle, like.
I pocket it and I cast message to him. Just I'll do this next.
He misses a beat.
What do you want to talk about?
Why don't we talk later? When I can
All right.
focus on the conversation.
Coward. And then I go back to the group.
You're demoted.
You make your way up some stairs, and you find yourself outside your mom's office.
Nope.
You hear of a chair being scooted back, and the door opens, and it's your mom, Lady Beatrice Hawthorne. She kind of does the double take and goes, Yester, you're back, and opens the door all the way and pulls you into a big hug.
I'm so glad this place is still standing.
Of course, it's not going anywhere.
That's good. I hear there's a new governor in town. No weirdness.
The last one was a little weird. This one is a bit more amicable. Come in.
Okay. 1 second. Let me get the rest of my crew. Actually, that I'd like for you to meet them. Stonks, see ya. Doctor, Gene, what are you doing? Get over here.
What are the rest of you doing before you move? What were you guys up to? And then as you guys move up.
My first question was gonna be is this place sleazy, classy? If it was a restaurant
Classy.
on Google, how many dollar signs would it have?
I'm not familiar
$3
with their
signs.
whole dollar sign system. But,
$3 signs. It would be 3. I'm very familiar. This place is overcharging you guys for shit because
Okay, so it's like Outback.
It's Outback. It's a little classier. The food's a little better. The restaurant's nice. However, they do overcharge you because the Escorts the main attraction. They get you in. It's like a strip club. You go in, you pay $10 at the door. You pay $10 for every drink. Soon enough, you've paid $10 10 times, and all you've seen is like one set of titties. It's a whole shebang. So it's the whole thing. If you're a bad customer, they double charge you. It's a racket. If the adventurers never come back, they sell your shit. They sell your shit back to other people. It's a whole thing.
there is
It's
a thrift
nice,
store, like a
beautiful
General
economy.
Co.
It is a very, very ominously placed thrift store right beside it.
Like an ill will at the end of the street.
Yeah.
They sell you the last adventurer's gear.
It's like, oh, before you head out to the Needle Wells, take this shit. You know, it's that whole thing. But yeah, so it's that $3 sign place.
All right.
Pretty expensive.
The
Got it.
classic go to the bar, get a whiskey, right?
All
That's
right.
the thing to do in a Western.
Yep. Bartender pours you a shot.
so-
You with you with the boy wonder. All right. First shot's free.
Sure.
There you go.
Oh, all right.
Dodger,
Hey.
one of the escorts comes up to you. My, you're handsome. Goodness.
Thanks.
You looking for any particular thing?
Oh, I'm just here with Yester.
Oh, he's with Yester. And a couple of the other girls are like, ooh.
Flirt with FemFef. Flirt with FemFef.
Well, you should come back around later.
Well, full. He's like consumed in his book right now. He's just like
Oh, honey.
only halfway paying attention to what's happening.
She kind of takes the fan she's got and like puts it on top of the book. Whatever your heart desires. I'm sure we can be accommodating. Takes the fan away.
Dodger! Stay strong, brother!
Don't be a stranger. She kind of taps your chest with the fan and walks away.
Knowledge is eternal!
Yeah, all right. Looks to the
She don't
spider.
love you no more.
It's a strange place. Just says to the spider.
I never thought I'd be here, chat. But Offbeat was like, I want to be the son of a whore. And I want it to be the best damn whorehouse. And I was like, oh, yeah.
My mama's goddamn Dolly Parton in hit musical The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. God damn it.
All right, what is Stonks and Sia up to?
Well,
say-
Sia, I'm uncomfortable.
I thought you said you were a lover, not a fighter.
That was before the stream started,
All right.
so it's not canon.
Shannon just wilding out in the background. I'm here for it. The skeleton is given a bit of a wide berth.
Good.
Dodger moves over to sit next to Stonks because there are less bothersome people where he's sitting.
That was set to loop. Why you know loop?
Wait,
Okay.
Oh, you found a quiet corner, didn't you?
I did, but I've also had an idea.
I think he is the quiet corner.
Whatever works.
But remember on the train when a certain somebody wanted to talk to someone that they were interested in? See, this is like the training grounds. We could have a montage.
Oh, you're right. Next time you see What's-Her-Face, you'll be a pro.
You can just pretend she's a whore.
I will not be doing that.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go find like the most like attractive and borderline intimidating woman I can find.
Okay, there's one. You find a dominatrix would be the word I'm looking for. in one corner of the room, who kind of raises an eyebrow at the skeleton. Yes, love.
I have a unusual request.
I'm listening.
You seem like, yeah. Anyways, I have a friend over yonder. Gestures to Sia. They are, I mean, a specimen, truly. But here's the thing: when they talk to other attractive people, they get terrified.
So she needs.
She needs
some
practice.
instructions.
Instructions or like,
Why don't you send her over here?
I got it. I'll be right back. I flip her a gold and I go back over to Sia and I go, Sia, behold, And I gesture across the room to the woman I was just speaking to. She's
Stonks.
expecting you.
I'm not gonna tell you when, but someday I will dismantle you.
I do that on my own. I'll have you know, Yester does that to me at least once a week.
I will
gotta clean
dismantle
out the
you and
joint.
hide bones. You will not find them.
So scavenger
This is
hunt
fair.
then.
You'll thank me for it later. Look, sometimes you gotta eat your vegetables, Sia, and I got you a whole head of lettuce right over there. Now go get your vitamins.
I hate this place.
The least nutritious vegetable.
Of all the vegetables, you want lettuce?
Just water.
Iceberg.
Eat your vegetables gives you a cup of water.
Sia's gonna walk over there, I
All right.
guess.
You go over there, and she kind of looks you up and down, looks over at the rest of the party. She goes, "Darling, are you okay? Are you safe?"
I'm safe. Not sure how safe I am mentally, but
I understand the energy I'm reading right here. How about you and I have ourselves a little con? Sounds like your friends
I'm
are very
intrigued.
excited about this. I think there's some money to be made here.
I'll be done with that.
All right, well, how about you and I walk into that room over there, then you go on back and say you need some more money.
All right.
And we'll play cards or something. You need to relax, I think. And she kind of gets up, fixes your hat string, and kind of boops you a little bit. Walks over into a back room. Taking you to a nice room. It's very cool. Low light.
Cool like neat or temperature?
Temperature. Oh, this place is cool.
I bet people have sex in here.
And she goes, all right, let's fleece them. And as you walk back into the room, Yester goes, hey, come on up here. Yester calls out as he did earlier.
All right.
I happily go.
Close my book and
And-
follow.
I yell through the door, "You got this, Sia!
Wait,
Practice
what's Sia
makes
doing?
perfect."
What's
Sia's
Sia
busy.
doing?
From the balcony up top, looking, yelling down into the room.
He's practicing talking to some fancy lady. So next time she sees that one other fancy lady, she'll be good to go.
Remember when she tried to flirt on the train and it went bad?
God
because
damn!
she didn't
I'm
listen to
gonna
her help?
slide down the handrail and then just knock on the door. I'm gonna peer. I'm just gonna go.
Oh, it's good to see
Really?
you, Yester.
This old. I'm just gonna whisper. This Gambit again?
She's uncomfortable, love.
I
She
know,
doesn't
but
like
you
any
do.
of this.
I know. Who started this? Was it Stonks? I bet it was Stonks.
If you're meaning the skeleton, yeah.
It's the skeleton. Yes.
Boning puns aside, he's a
all
bit
right,
of an
how about-
idiot.
All right. I want 10%. I'm gonna help you with this one.
I don't know if I need your help.
I think you do. I'm gonna close the door and I'm gonna go. Yeesh, wish I closed that sooner.
What's the swing for?
Her name is Greta.
Right.
You're just naming my NPCs on me.
You didn't give her a name. I'm giving
no
a
one
name.
asked.
It's Greta now.
It's Greta now.
It's in the notes. It's solidified.
Greta, Dami,
Did
Mommy.
you have a name for her? If not, you're welcome.
It was Juniper, but all right.
Was it Jupiter? Oh, well, you can just call her Juniper then.
No, it's
Nope,
Greta
it's
now.
Greta.
Well,
Greta the Dommy Mommy.
Juniper to her close friends.
Junie to those even closer.
Mm.
Greta to Yester.
It's not her actual name. Her name's not Greta at all. Yes, they're just always calls
Thinks
her
she's giving out a real
Jennifer.
name. Hmm.
All right, Ma, see you and a client. Oh, not a client. One of
He's
our
working?
workers.
You got a job? You grow up so fast.
Sia's busy with Greta. But Anyway, this is, Stonks. He picked me up. He taught me all about divination and that weird magics.
It's good to see you again.
This here be
Hello.
Dodger. Dodger sells arcane munitions. And this is Gene. Gene's a bounty hunter. As is
Ma'am.
Seika Stormflare for if you don't
Well
know.
met. And we're back.
Howdy.
So, Lady Bo Beatrice Hawthorne sits back in her nice office and she goes, well, it's a pleasure to meet all of you. I'm glad to hear that you are making friends out there, yes, sir?
I'm known to do so in some places.
What brings you back to Bitterpost?
Well, I wish it was all just good tidings and good news, but I know whereabouts Pop's at. I don't know how things are looking, but it seems like he's gotten involved in some business. With some. Do you know who Shiny Connor is?
Crime Lord, I believe. Can't say I know much.
Well, it seems like Pop's gotten involved in some crime lord shenanigans and might be in the middle of an economic war between some of them.
That doesn't
Crooked Feather
surprise
being
me
one.
in the slightest.
I'm a little worried about him.
I'm sure he's fine. He always
I
comes
hope he's
back.
fine. Until he don't one day, but at the very least, I know whereabouts he is. But also, we're tracking something. There's some magical shenanigans that are happening, and there was a robot named Lewent. Warforged came into town supposedly recently.
I do recall I met a man. Jumpy fella.
Do you know where he went?
Said something about going into the Needled Wilds.
God damn it.
How long ago was it? Do you know?
Couple of
Remember?
days. I remember he was trying to buy up some mirrors.
Oh, did he get his hands on mirrors?
Not that I know of.
Well, if you see him again, don't let him get anywhere near those mirrors. He's up to something.
I'll let the word out.
In fact, you know what? Maybe tell the ladies to keep the mirrors very private for the next couple of days. Only vanities allowed.
What's going on, dude?
There was an attack in what town was that again?
Windfall. Capital.
Windfall.
In the capital, Windfall. A place called Mirror's Mark. Antioch, big wizard guy. Nephew got attacked by some creature operated from the mirrors, and, well, we believe Lewent was in contact with it.
Sounds dire.
Yeah. Attacked the Mirror's Mark through the mirrors, shattering a bunch of them.
Yeah, we'll put up the mirrors. That sounds like that does not sound very. I don't like the sound of that at all.
So maybe just, if there's any mirrors in the public lounges, maybe take them down and tell the ladies to keep the vanities, when they ain't using them, try to use them as minimally as possible.
And is this something that we gotta keep hush hush, or should we be telling the rest of Bitterpost?
Tell rest a bit of post that if a metal man Lewent walks through, to let us know. Are you
I'll
sure
put the
he
word
left?
out.
And at the front, they say that you're beginning to be some sort of informant.
Men like to talk in their sleep. They like to talk as much as they can to be impressive. So we started garnering all sorts of information. I figured to make a pretty penny.
It probably would. Probably would. Make sure no one knows where they got it from, though. Which powerful man, perhaps?
That purchase Well, it's all kept kind of under wraps. Not sure who's getting the information. Just people come in and they pay right. I don't know who that information goes out to.
Who's been... What are the types of people you get information on? Government types? Anything?
We collect information, all sorts of information. A lot of people be coming around to size up bidder posts to see if this is where they want to put their money in the future. So all types.
I see.
Most of it's useless. Some of it's juicy.
Any good stuff?
I don't know if I have anything on hand that might be able to help you and yours. Let me get back to you on that.
All right. Well, we're also keeping track on Ramus, at the very least. with
Lord
his
Ramus
claims.
has been putting all sorts of money into this town.
I know, and his interest in this town is what perplexes me. I get it, but at the same time, I feel like Ramus is the type to smell a quick buck and smell exploitation when he sees it. I think he might be looking into the needled wilds.
Can't say I see much problem with that. If this town gets a boom, it's more money in my pocket.
That's fair.
What I do know is that Doxson, Governor Doxson, that was one of his.
Previous one, the one who died,
The one that was retired.
was one of Ramus's.
I believe so. I don't know about this new one though.
Do you want us to look into it for you?
I think that'd be for the best.
Well, we probably need more information on Lewin, because I don't want to be going out in the needled wilds unless I'm absolutely sure he's there. So,
I'll put a bug out.
also, do we have any non-used rooms for my crew to stay, or is it best we look
Of
for elsewhere
course,
for
we
now?
can absolutely accommodate you and your friends.
All right.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Well, if y'all want, this place is free of charge. Then it looks like.
Thank you. Mighty kind of you.
Is there anything else I can do for you, lovely fellas? Lovely lady. You just let me know. Make me wise of it.
I think I'm good for now. But it's lovely to see you, Ma.
It's good to see you too, my boy.
I will mosey on out.
Okay.
Unless I can think of anything else to ask.
Okay.
Mosey.
Party Mosey's on out.
Stonks is vibing.
Here coming out from Greta's abode.
Uh-huh.
See ya.
Yes.
Did you need more money?
Wouldn't hurt.
Stonks, it's going well. I suggest you finance this.
Huh?
I need more
See ya,
money.
Greta.
You want me to get my practice?
I spent all my money on potions. I'm dry for the
I
day.
doubt that.
You all were there.
He is actually trying. God
Dodger
damn
will
it.
have left the room with Yester's mom and left the bar or the establishment to take a walk.
Okay.
I mean, if you're still really itching for more practice, I'm sure Yester has a wig somewhere in his bag. I could throw it on.
Oh, God.
I think that's fine. Go.
No.
I give 5 gold to Sia, and I say, just go give this to Greta. Looks like
All
it's
right.
fair.
You sit back into the room and Greta. Well,
This might not go as planned. He unfortunately has spent all his money on potions.
well, that's
So he
sad to
claims.
hear.
But I do have these 5 gold from Yester.
It's from Yester.
Yes.
I don't know if I want his money, but I'll take it. She takes it. If you
Oh,
ever
you
actually
talk-
need some practice, love, you can come on back.
All right. Thank you for your kindness.
Yeah, you sure you're okay?
I'm fine.
All right.
I promise.
I need to talk to the piano man. I need to talk to Billy Joel.
Colin is in between songs right now. Currently
I
over at
cast
the
a
bar.
message to him and go, Colin! Yes, Yester, what did you want to inform me?
Why don't we step out in the back?
I mean, it's silent in your head, but we can talk out back.
He kind of ambles to one of the back areas and kind of a smaller hallway. Some of the back rooms. He looks around and goes, "Is that real?" Points at the ivory thread.
Yeah, why wouldn't it be?
Mine's not. Your mom knows.
Well, look, I don't really care. I'm not the thread police. I got this on my first try. I don't even know what it really is for. But you played damn fine, and that's all that matters.
Well, I appreciate that. I have been sent here by the College of Creation to kind of keep tabs on things regarding Lord Remus.
And why's that?
Because he is one of the primary financiers of the College of Eloquence.
Queen of Glamour.
Yeah, thank you, Glamour. Man, I checked it before streaming everything.
Keeping tabs on. And what does that Lord Remus have to do with the Western House?
It's not so much the house as it is an easy place for me to set up shop. Keep eye on Bitter Post as a whole. I do not like the College of Glamour. I don't like their methods.
Their methods? I haven't heard much tell of their methods. All I know is that they own the myriad and then give out these threads with way too much importance.
They go to great lengths to keep tabs on a little bit of everybody. I don't trust them. Neither do my people. There's something rank going on with the College of Glamour. Fuck. Call me paranoid, but that college is up to something.
They are getting really buddy-buddy with Ramus. I do know that Ramus doesn't trust them much either. It was like nobody trusts the College of Glamour. I think he's keeping them close in order to make sure that they are financed by him so we can pull out whenever he deems it reasonable.
If Lord Ramus was to come to some financial ruin, that would reflect well on my people, as it would poorly reflect on the College of Glamour.
It would. I wouldn't suggest anything underhanded, though, as Ramus keeps things that tight. I do think the College of Glamour is up to something, and sniffing out the College of Glamour will sniff out what exactly Ramus is up to as well.
Well, whatever I can do to help you, young friend.
Namely, keep an eye on this place, as I'm worried whenever there's a new mayor in town, bullshit starts to happen. The mayor before Greg was a bastard, and I mean the insulting kind, not the literal kind. Made bastard children illegal. So I was technically didn't have parents for a while legally until Greg came around. Don't like new folk. Don't like, people sticking their noses here without jurisdiction.
Well,
What's
if
your read
anything,
on
me and my
Dason?
people can help you. What's that?
What's your read on Dason? New guy?
Dason's, he's always nervous. He's always jumpy.
Jumpy.
Seems guilty to me.
Of what?
I don't know. Kind of popped up out of nowhere. Don't know anything about him. Don't know what his motives are. We're outside of the jurisdiction of the Pride. So that means it's all money. The only thing that talks is money.
Well, I'll keep an eye on them.
All right. Let me know
Well,
if the
I
College
suggest you
of
do as well.
Creation can do anything for you. All right.
Well, namely, what do you know about the Needled Wilds and a warforged named Lewent?
So you're not the first person to ask me about that. There was a... What was his name? Jesse. There's an individual
Jesse.
named Jesse. Came to me and asked what I knew about this warforged. I didn't have anything for him. Unfortunately, I think they, I do remember seeing them talk to each other, though. Haven't seen Jesse in a while.
So Jesse and this warforged spoke.
Yeah.
Where's Jesse now?
Haven't seen him in a few days, come to think of it.
Where did he say he was going?
Don't think he did.
Just some
Jesse
random
kept his cards close to his chest.
Well, that's all I can think of for now, but I'll head on back if I think of anything. Watch over this place, make sure that nobody sticks their nose in anywhere too deeply. And protect the girls, they're my sisters.
Oh, I take good care of the girls.
Take good care of the girls or you take good care of the girls?
Both.
How much do you pay for food?
I don't.
Stinky. I'm gonna leave.
Hits you with a
Click.
lecherous grin.
As I leave, I say, tell the piano player to the front person, say, tell the piano player that you're gonna start taking 5% of his tips. and then I leave.
All right. Gene, I assume you went back to the bar.
Sure.
Sure. Okay.
Anything else in mind?
One of the escorts kind of comes up and kind of just, I like your ears.
What?
I like your ears.
Is
Pointy.
that how you normally start conversations? With ears?
So gruff.
Sips whiskey again. It helps to be short sometimes.
Is there anything I can interest you in, dear? Stern man, stone face.
The whiskey is fine, thanks.
All right. Name's Angeline. And I got dibs on this one. Walks off.
Takes another sip of whiskey.
Okay. Dodgy, you said you went back out into the street?
Yeah.
Okay. Looking about.
Particularly mindful of his pockets, of course.
Sure. Looking around, you're kind of glad that this mercenary group is here because this place is not very defendable. They got a new wall up and they've got a sniper in the tower, and that's about it. What you up to?
So like no walls, just one tower?
They just got some walls up. Kind of old school, and you know the full-on tree trunks kind of placed in a line that are all kind of whittled to a point on end and with some barricade. Little boardwalk along the top of it, and you can see the mercenaries all kind of spreading out and taking positions along the wall, and you hear a bit of a fight break out in the sniper tower as some of the mercenaries are rebuffed from taking up positions there from the old crotchety sniper that always lives up there.
Well, Dodger's kind of bored, looking for something to do.
Okay.
So outside the wall, he's gonna go out and start making like a trench outside the walls.
Okay.
So any kind of invaders that would have to like go into the trenches and then just get fired upon.
Nice. Okay. You're about halfway through that. Hey, mister, what are you doing?
I'm adding to your defenses. You're welcome.
Well, that's pretty cool. And you look over and it's just some shirtless, smaller 6-year-old boy, suspenders, real big hat, just kind of looking at you. What, you just doing it for free?
Yeah.
Huh. He just keeps staring at you. He's got a little dog.
Working his giant, brain thing coming out of his backpack and just digging away.
You're weird.
You're weird.
Runs off. Runs back into town. Yester, as the rest of the party's kind of stepping out, if everyone is stepping out, if not, that's fine. Crying little 6-year-old boy coming back into town.
What happened? What happened, child?
There's a weird dude outside digging holes in the ground for free, and I don't trust him. All for free, digging holes. It's mean.
Now this is the entrepreneurial mindset that this generation needs. You're right, young boy. You shouldn't do anything for free.
You can breathe.
If he cried at being called weird, he better scream and run. The skeleton.
A skeleton is a spouting fucking James Adams at him. It's a skeleton, boy. You got one yourself.
Yeah, but it's walking around all on its own, all freaky like.
So it's yours.
What? No, I
have
got
a
meat on my
body.
bones.
It's just invisible.
Oh my god. How are you talking?
With my mouth.
How you talking?
What's the name of the scary wizard?
Antioch.
Yeah, I pissed off Antioch one day, and then he made, the flesh bits invisible.
He's gonna run. You hear. You making boys cry now. You turn over, and Yester. Big ol' Minotaur. Sheriff icon on the lapel. You causing problems. You don't recognize this guy.
Who the fuck are you?
You can call me Diggory.
Mm-hmm.
Doing
So-
my best to keep some order around here.
Ah, yes. Pray, do tell. When did you become sheriff?
A couple weeks back now.
And what town were you the small town gunslinger of before you became sheriff of Bitter Post?
Why are you asking into my business?
Because this town is my business. Yester Hawthorne, pleasure to meet you.
Hawthorne. My apologies. I did not realize you were a local. A lot of people getting ready to come in. Gotta make an impression.
I would suggest, if you don't mind, if you want to make an impression, I assume that's what the mercenaries are for.
Just
a town
keeping
with
my
a
eyes
new
out.
mayor and a new sheriff and a new everything. A lot of newness happened. A lot of the old folks are getting jumpy.
What would you recommend, Mr.
They
Hawthorne?
need something to hold on to. They need an anchor. They need something that reminds them of the place that once was in the midst of this turmoil. They lost their mayor. They lost their sheriff, presumably. You need something to keep them sane. If you change everything, they're not going to recognize the town that they grew up in. Give them something of the same. Something old. That way, you won't have as much civil unrest when things do start changing. Because then you'll start hearing them say, well, at least we have the Western House. At least we have the Last Resorts. At least we have the XYZ. But give them that.
I like the way you think.
I like the way I think. That's why I think this way. And that's
Alright.
when I turn and go check out the hole, man.
The whole man. Oh, yeah, you step outside and it's Dodger.
Roger, what the fuck are you doing?
I got bored, so I helping them show up the defenses. I don't know.
I mean, it's a way to do it. Why did the kid? Why'd you tell the child to make him cry?
He called me weird, so I called him weird, and then he ran off crying.
Yeah, that's his fault. He walked into that one.
Right?
Skill issue, child. Well, I got a lead on a bunch of stuff. I figured we should have a group meeting. We should look into some individuals named Jesse. We should look into the mayor, and we should look into and well, obviously continue looking into Lewent.
All right.
Came asking for mirrors, so, and then apparently went into the Needled Wilds. Now, I prefer not to go into the Needled Wilds, unless we are sure he is there. But it's
Right.
most likely the situation. So what do y'all think? Should we go after the mayor and see if we can find Jesse through that, or just keep asking around randomly?
Well, who is this Jesse?
Well, the bard didn't know much. Just said he talked to the Warforged Lewent when he came into town. And no one's seen him since.
It's definitely worth tracking him down then.
Now, how might we do that?
Well, go to the brothel, maybe talk to some of the workers there.
Let's sure can see if they stayed with anyone. Talked in their sleep or something like that. Let's check out the mayor first, and then check out the brothel for Jesse. What do we think of that?
Sounds good.
Rest of the party going too?
Gotta stick together.
I guess, were we all there just now? Have we
Feel free.
convened already?
Yeah. You didn't say you were doing anything, so I'm just in my head. I'm just tagging you along.
Okay. Would I know anything about how to get in contact with the local owl boy?
Make a history check.
Get out my dogs, which is a thing that would be useful to have. 18.
18. Parkour monks, vigilantes. They like to run around on rooftops. If there's any back rooms or any sewers or anything like that, it's usually where you're gonna find them.
Is this town big enough for a sewer?
No, so you're gonna have to get a little creative.
What time? Like what? Is it? I assume it's around midday, afternoonish, somewhere
Late afternoon.
between dusk and dawn. How did we know that Jesse was the owl representative? Is this like a known thing?
This was told to you by the Court of the Path when the two of you, Sia and Jean, went off to go speak with the representative in the capital.
And we were just told he went missing out here, right?
Yeah, and what that means for them is that they haven't had any contact.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Okay. That I didn't recall. Okay. Then, yeah, I don't really have anything to add. He's missing, then. It's a whole different story.
He's gone dark. Party makes their way towards the townhouse. Also doubles as the sheriff's department. Getting up to the top. Are you guys going through the front door? Or are you being all sneaky like? What's the plan here?
Don't see any reason to be all sneaky. We're just looking for a meeting with the mayor.
Stepping into the town hall. Bit busy. You can see a lot of the staff running around doing stuff. A couple of you see the sheriff off on one comically small desk as the Minotaur's just kind of hunched over and leafing through some papers. He's got tiny little glasses on, looking at stuff. You can see a jail cell, couple of cells off on one side. Within that corner of the room, the primary room is a big, not an amphitheater, but kind of a big open area where the town can all gather and one person can talk and they can trade out and stuff like that. Some stairs going upwards, some additional offices. Yester leads the group up there to the mayor's office. Door is open. You can see him speaking with some individual of some kind, older woman, dressed very warmly for these deserty regions. Perception check to listen in, if you so choose.
22.
Okay, the mayor sits forward.
Assuming that was an open call.
Yeah. Anyone feeling nosy?
Always 13.
Yeah. But then-
12.
14.
I understand what you're saying, but I just don't see why I should be the one to fund your endeavors in putting in a new church here. I don't see any need for it. Well, everybody needs a faith and something to cling to. But why do I have to be the one paying for it? Because we're in need of financial support. I'll think about it. I'll ask around, see if there's... These people need God. They need to understand. They need a greater purpose. This is how you keep crime out of your city. I'll think about it. Thank you very much for coming in, miss. And she goes, all right. She stands up and kind of walks out, passing by you guys. And she goes, blessings of the path upon you, upon all of you. And kind of scoots on by.
And also with you.
He looks up. Come on in.
Howdy. Dason, is it? My name is Jester Hawthorne, former citizen of Bitter Post, a child of Lady Beerbow.
I've heard about you.
I've come to check you out. I've been in town. Haven't seen the new man. Last man I knew was Greg, and
He's resting.
Seems like you're under a lot of stress.
Exciting times. We've got a lot coming down the line if these trains will ever get off the ground.
And how did you find yourself in the position of mayor?
Roll persuasion.
29.
One of those right place, right times kind of a situation. Roll insight.
Guidance if you need it.
17.
17. He's in someone's pocket.
Right place, right time. That usually means someone paid for you to be there. At least that's the only time I've ever been in the right place at the right time.
Trying to get a political career off the ground is quite difficult.
Quite difficult, unless your name is Lord Ramus.
Indeed. But
Does he-
I do not have
does he-
any affiliation with Lord Ramus, and I am not a Leonin of any nature. So, find myself out here in a small little town, right place,
Well,
right
then,
time.
So then who is your affiliation, sir?
I've got a lot of people that are looking to expand in this region. Seems I was the right person for the job.
But who agreed with that idea?
All sorts of different departments. I've got quite the registry. I've got the registry. I've got quite the list of achievements.
Resume?
Resume, thank you.
Accolades.
I've got quite the resume and quite the accolades. Also, it's people thinking I'm in the right man for the job.
Mm-hmm. To run Bitter Post.
Doing my
A
best. It was we.
A sleepy town whose best feature is its brothel.
Its best feature is its approximation to the Needle Wilds.
Yeah. But
Don't
what's
get me
bringing in
wrong.
What's
fantastic.
bringing in the money?
It's about dead even, actually. But you best assured we got plenty of money coming in from various adventurers looking to make a name for themselves out in them Needle Wilds, or people desperate enough to go out into the Needle Wilds.
Look, I just want to know that my old town where I grew up, with so many people I love, is being taken care of by somebody who is, regardless of the affiliation, is going to be doing what's best for the town and not what's best for some other party.
I like that, and I want to reassure you that's what's best for the town ultimately is what's best for me.
So who is it? Who put you here?
He lists off of various names of various companies that don't matter, but make a investigation check.
How does a cheeky oh, my investigation was higher. 21.
21.
Yeah.
Most of those companies belong to Papa Thompson.
That's very curious. All those places you listed. Very curious. When I say that I'm offered a position as the head bard for Shiny Kana, what does that make you think?
Makes me think you might be of a criminal nature.
It makes me think that you are on league with Papa Thompson.
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about, son.
I'm sure you do. Listen, I don't mind. I just want to make sure that you're gonna do what's best for the town at the end of the day.
I can rest assured that what is best for the town helps me. So, nothing to be
And
concerned about then.
I think you should be more honest with your affiliations. That's how you build trust with your community. People can get behind a tough mayor with connections to the mob. But it's better to be a little bit more, if maybe not open, at the very least, keep it something of a known facet. Don't publish it. But having to get all those companies out of you taking a long time, that makes me think you aren't even proud of what you're doing. I've spoken with Papa Thompson. I've spoken with Shiny Kana. I'm one of the bastards who got the stupid lucky bitch out of the picture. But
Inciting.
Keep all this bottled up, mate. You're just gonna have a scandal on your hands.
exactly. And you want to know what scandal spells? Dead mayor.
Are you threatening me?
I'm saying that your people are not gonna trust you. I'm telling you, you have a bunch of new shit happening. You're a new mayor in a town with a bunch of people where everything's been the same for a damn long time. And if you have a scandal, that's gonna be a problem for you.
I'll be sure to keep my nose clean.
It's already dirty, sir. I'm doing this out of a courtesy.
I hear what you're saying. I appreciate you coming on by and making sure that everything's on the up and up. Personally, I'm funding the raising of the wall, bringing in some extra security, making sure this place is ready to thrive when those trains get into motion. I gotta say, it was y'all that took out Lucky Bitch Bishop.
We were in the right place at the right time.
I mean, it could be saying we were in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, we were on that train.
He pointedly regards kindly towards the lot of you because my insight check, he believes you. Sounds like we have nothing but motives in kind. Sounds like we have nothing but common ground.
Agreed. I just want to make sure of that. And I'm suggesting you, as a political move, be careful with information you keep private. I don't know what got old Doxson, but this town is fine with ruffians.
Old Doxson was given quite the stipend to retire in absolute comfort.
Nah,
He was
the political firing.
savvy enough to take it.
This town doesn't mind ruffians. So, make sure you levy that if you want to stay here, because people are your people are nervous. I will say that much.
All right, well, maybe a glowing endorsement from one of the locals would go a long way. How might I assist you? Yes, to the bastard Hawthorne.
You can, for starters, tell me everything you know about Jesse and LeWent. Those names ring any bells whatsoever. Because
Jesse was. Sorry, go ahead.
Has Gene and Sia told Yester about the path shit yet, or no? Because I don't think you guys have.
Don't think we
Nothing
have.
too specific. I think we may have mentioned that we met with them.
It kind of got swallowed up
Yeah.
with the death of Jeremy.
Yeah.
Okay, but you guys never told me that Jesse is part of the path or anything like that. Okay. So then I'll just mention Jesse and LeWent.
Jesse was a very strict fella. Didn't have anything pointedly against him. He was just very methodical. He always got his food on the same day, always got the same food. You feel what I'm saying? Maybe not that exactly, but he didn't like to be touched. He was very rigid. I did hear that there was a Warforged snooping around. It kind of died off. I'm not sure. All talk of him rather died off. It's not usual we get someone of that nature around here. I'm sorry. Is that a skeleton?
Yeah. His name is Stonks.
Wild. Apologies.
I get that a lot. It's fair.
We did have to throw Jesse in the prison for a few days. He got kind of bent out of shape about a few things. What was it about?
Are you asking us what Jesse did? What?
I'm trying to remember what Jesse did. God's trying to remember what Jesse... That's right. There was a train that came in, dropping off some lumber. He got all sorts of out of whack. He started trying to crawl all over that thing, get into it, figure out how it worked or something. It's just causing a ruckus, getting in the way of things. I think at one point, it was thought that he might try to sabotage the train in some way. So we locked him up until the train left and let him go. He didn't like that much, but it was the only time he ever really stepped out of line.
And where's Jesse now? Is he still locked up?
No, we let him go a couple days ago. I haven't seen him since. Thought maybe he left.
Does he have a house here in town?
I can find that information out for you. He rings a little bell and one of the staff comes in. Find Jesse's accommodations. Figure out where he was living for me. Walks out. Anything else I can do for you for this glowing endorsement of a local?
Well, for one thing, giving us information on the LeWent would be nice, which we're doing our best. Make sure the Western House stays standing.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, Doxson, he had something against brothels, but I do not have such inhibitions.
Also, always keep
Reservations.
religion out of politics. It's a surefire way to fuck up your life.
Amen, brother. That lady. Didn't like her. Didn't like her vibe. Tried to be placating. She kept pushing. She's from one of them one of them cults, I think. I don't actually know that, so don't quote me on it, but there is a very disturbing village. And she had that kind of energy. Let me see. What's the name of the village? Come on, Jeff. Be more prepared. Map index. 22. 22 on the map. Flatstead. No town named Flatstead. There was a gold rush. Dried up a long time ago. The only people out there, religious kooks. Something about the old ways, the old endeavor religions coming back and all that. I don't trust none of it. Don't like it. The way I see it, Windfall was one of the few bastions that all-consuming empire that was the Endeavor was able to not get their hands on. And ever since it fell, that left us standing. One of the few places on this continent that is doing so well as it is. I guess we have the pride to thank for that.
Gotta thank them sometimes. Well, anyone else want anything in order to acquire this glowing endorsement? All right.
Now, seems like a stand-up guy.
Dodger?
I can't think of anything.
No.
Well, in that case, I'll see what I can do about getting the word out that you're one to be trusted.
I will make every effort to prove that.
All right.
Tell you what, I have a keen interest. Somewhere out in the Needled Wilds is an escape path from an old mine that cuts through the shelf down into the salt mines. You know Deadweight Way? That whole stretch of land underneath the shelf wraps up and around. Supposedly out there in the Needled Wilds, there's a access tunnel that will cut right through and drop out dead in the center by the old ruins. If we can get that figured out, and we can find a way to clear out some path through the Needled Wilds down through that, we can establish all sorts of civilization, retake Deadweight Way. And that would make us a stop to another port city. Lots of money to be made that way. Wouldn't have to go all the way up and around through the rusts. We'd be one of the few ways to get into that neck of the woods, and that means money.
Well, considering from what we know as of right now, Lewent may have headed into the Needled Wilds anyway. We could take a look, maybe.
Is there anything else I can do to help you gentlemen? Let me know, make me aware of it.
Have we asked him about the robot? He said that he heard whispers.
Yeah, he was around. But didn't have any solid information. Had more information on Jesse. Drop the die.
I think then the plan is, how we feeling for an adventure? Could we head out into the Needled Wilds today? What do we think?
I'm ready to leave whenever.
I mean, might as well start fresh in the morning. No need to leave right at dusk.
That is true.
All right, tonight we feast, we drink, we sleep, and tomorrow is a new day. Let's start in the morning, see if we get any new information.
All right. Taco, you got your hands together like you got something.
Nah.
Okay. Stepping back out into the city street. What's the plan? Where are you sleeping for the night? You staying at the Western House of Respectable Escorts?
Free rooms.
Yeah, easy peasy cheap.
All right. Party spends the night relaxing, recouping, getting their strength back, allowing their horses to rest up. Everyone roll a D100 for me.
Everyone?
Everybody.
Oh.
I used up my low D100 roll on Tuesday, so this is probably going to be like 98 or something.
Is high good or bad?
High is bad.
Hmm.
Uh-oh.
I got a 39.
47.
17.
Same. What?
I got a
Okay.
99.
Oh. Wait, so you got a 47, 39, 17, 17, 99. I think we're somehow still below average.
Missing
Hopefully.
one number. 99, 17, 47, 17,
39.
39. All right. Everyone gets their long rest. Morning peeks over the walls. The sun peeks over the walls as everyone
New
starts
portents.
gearing up. New portents. Good remembering.
Mage armor.
Okay.
Nice.
That's what we like to hear.
What
Have
was
to
that?
do
We
that way
leveled
or
up
I'll
on our
forget.
sleep? What?
10 and 3. I like those. I like low ones.
All right. The party gears up. Anything
Also
else?
mage armor.
Anything else you guys want to do in town before heading out?
No.
Okay.
The generic, preparation supplies.
Okay. If you want, yeah, that would mean you would have to swing by the General Co.
Grab by some of the General Crow, restock on rations and general stuff.
Okay. Guys dip through there. Hi now. Y'all heading out into the Needle Wild? Bless you.
Damn straight.
All right. Well, it's yeah, all right. He starts getting you guys all set up and kind of eyeballing Yester. You do remember this individual. Kind of a grubby fella, making money off of adventurers going into the Needle Wilds.
Don't go overcharging us now.
I wouldn't do that now. I wouldn't do that.
Mhm.
You definitely feel like everything you're getting is secondhand from previous adventurers who have died. People going missing all the time now. Yes, I'm a little concerned about you. You're going up in there.
I've been a lot stronger since you last saw me.
Alright, I like it. Alright.
Also, my friends here are quite formidable forces of nature in and of themselves.
Okay. Alright, you be safe now.
Are we giving off the proper main character energy that we should?
Everyone strikes a pose outside the general mass. Slow
eagle
walks
cries
up
in the
into the Needled
distance.
Wilds. Yeah. All right. Into the Needled Wilds we go. The Needled Wilds is literally a dense jungle of cacti. Predominantly cacti.
Dodger is going to leave his horse behind.
Yeah, there's not much room for horses here.
Okay. But if Steed is needed, he will be relying on Spider.
Okay. As you guys are going along, you guys begin making the trek through the Needled Wilds, and it's very close knit. There's not even really a trail after a while, and you're just kind of moving through the area. Gene, you stumble across a corpse. In his bag is a bunch of rotting fruit that he had managed to procure and was trying to get away with. He's covered in horrible pricks, all these tiny little needles. Looks like something hit him, caved in his chest, and he went right through a bunch of cacti. And it's probably the cacti that did him in, honestly. In the end, you can see that all of his veins are a dark purple, that he has been poisoned of some kind. As you're
Yes, are these cacti are poisonous? Was that a thing?
some of them are.
Yep. Some are, some aren't, some suck.
Delightful.
Mm-hmm.
As you're bent over the corpse, you kind of swat at a bite, and you realize it was kind of a wasp. And you kind of look up and you see more wasps, and then more wasps.
You know what? Why don't we just go back? I hate this place already.
I mean, they're just bugs.
Oh, this is a good place, though.
Crack?
This is a good place. Through the various cacti, a treant, a tree-like creature, covered in this like goo sap, kind of walks out. The back of his head has this massive hive, and all these wasps are just kind of around him at any given time. He kind of walks out.
Spider and I are holding our
hands.
actions in case of hostile.
Okay. And he kind of goes, "This is a good place. Hello."
Well, keep your good wasps off of us, or they're gonna be good and dead.
All right.
Question. You talk to everybody who comes in here?
No, people usually tend to run away. I don't usually run into folk. I don't usually make it this neck of the woods, as it were. I tend to stay to the south.
Well, in that case, howdy. I'm a local native of Bitter Poster.
Oh.
Just going on a bit of an adventure here, actually. Do you want company? Have you ever had company?
Sure, I'm just making my way back south. Every now and then I travel north to some of those interesting bits and say hello, make sure the cacti are doing well. He's like 12 feet tall. You can't see his feet. They're like into the packed earth. Are a lot of you hungry, perchance?
We got rations, I suppose. What is there to eat out here, I guess?
Oh, I've got honey.
That's not how wasps work.
It's not just wasps.
That's weird.
I
Wait, so,
curate
like-
and make my own honey. It's a good time.
So, like,
you
should
made
we
of
be,
bees?
do we need to be worried about the wasps?
Not if you don't do anything mischievous to me or them.
That's not entirely true. I was attacked for no reason.
Well, I apologize for that. He stops
was
and like, starts
recompensed.
staring at one of the cacti. And goes, "Oh, such memories."
Well, you wouldn't happen to have seen a wall forged? On the dock.
A robot man?
I don't know what that is.
A shiny
Like us, but
person made
metal.
of metal.
Oh, I did hear a clanging the other day, and some arguing. They sounded mighty frightened. That was down to the south, though. Would you like me to show you?
A guide would be lovely.
Oh, I'll see what I can do. I'll try to remember. I'll ask the cacti for you. They have better memories than me. Goes over to Jean. I'm quite sorry that one of mine stung you. Please take this as recompense. And he hands over this bar of solidified honey, kind of crystallized over.
Take it and just immediately hand it to Dodger.
Oh.
He seems taken. He seems offended by this. There are all sorts of social rules that this dude has that you just don't even know about.
Sure.
What's in this bag?
Okay. Well, let's go. He starts slowly sifting through the earth. He walks ridiculously slowly and starts pointing out various cacti types that are poisonous and others that will attack you if you get too close, and just rambles and rambles and rambles.
He's over to Gene. Starting to feel jealous of that fella over there.
In a way, I guess.
Can I vibe check him?
Sure.
I don't think I'm particularly good at vibe checking, but yeah, no, not the best. Was that a hand up for guidance?
We'll guide you, man.
Yes. Consider me guided.
Add that good 1 to your roll.
Oh, you rolled the d4. Got it. Okay.
Oh,
so
no. I'm just predicting that it's going to be
Oh,
garbage.
it was a 3.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so 11 plus 3 plus 2, that's 16.
You get the vibe that he's trying to lead you away from something.
So, like, what all lives out here in the cactuses?
Well,
Other than
there's
you.
a couple of old stones. There's a couple of strange pits that will swallow you up. They're quite funny. It's mostly just me out here as far as things that you would be able to communicate with, aside from a couple of interesting creatures who have some form of sentience.
What's over in that direction? And I point like 180 degrees from where we're walking.
Oh, you know, more cacti and the like. I've got a friend over there who is feeling ill. You don't know if friend means tree, rock, person, monster. You don't know what you're dealing with there, but he does seem to change the topic quickly and goes, "What brings you out here? You said you were looking for a metal man."
We think he killed a lot of people. We're trying to figure that out.
And also, we heard news about some sort of escape route in the middle of the Needle Wilds, and if he's gotten to that said escape route, that's important to know.
Ooh, I don't know about any escape route. Most of the routes around here can't go anywhere.
As we're walking, I'm going to be casting telepathic bond, so I'll be able to
Nice.
talk without tree.
My name is, by the way.
Nice to meet you. And then instead of doing his name, I like knock on my femur.
Oh, that was close. Do you
Like
need
you're gonna say I
any
break my bone?
replacement-
Like, what?
Do you need any replacement bones?
He's missing a
have
pinky
some?
tip.
I am.
I
Someone
know.
ate my pinky tip.
I find all the bones I find, I put in a little pile. Let me see what I can find. And he opens up a bag of holding, and you watch as his arm grows really, really, really long, and you hear things shifting around, and clacking, and eventually he pulls out this real long bone that has all these bits of teeth on it.
Are we bonded yet?
The telepathic bond? Yeah, I
Yeah.
would say so.
Brain blast to the homies. So do we trust this guy, or are we just going, or? I mean, he seems harmless.
I don't see why we don't trust him, I guess.
The trick is to never extend full trust, but we would be walking around blind otherwise.
I mean, if he can take us to where our target is.
Oh,
I sup-
Everyone pretend you're a tree.
Stonks becomes bones.
Dodger disguises itself and does a decent likeness of a tree.
Very PETA from Hunger Games.
Yester is not able to do that and decides to kneel down at Dodger and lean back on Dodger as if Dodger was a tree and just start playing on his fiddle, sat very quietly.
Dodger just to put out a foot to brace the extra weight of Yester leaning, so just suddenly awkward.
I pretend to play the fiddle.
He's just looking around. What?
Is there a problem, Mr. Tree?
The cacti are angry.
Hello.
You?
Why?
Let me see why. Oh, they don't like you. They don't like the smell of you. He's talking to the party as a whole.
Well, what do we smell like?
You smell like metal and iron. Steel. Dead plant, dead flesh.
What smells do they like?
Oh,
They like honey?
They do like honey.
Cover us in honey.
Come close.
I accept your gift, Cactus Man.
I accept the slathering.
Kia's just gonna prestidigitate herself with the honey smell.
Okay. That's
The
quite
cacti
good.
will know.
I will take that risk.
Same, see ya, do me next. Will not accept creatures' honey.
Yeah, Dodger will also not prestidigitate, but it will be a concoction of his own kind.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to ask the cacti to be nice. Oh, that's a D12. Oh, they are very begrudging. They don't like it at all.
Is it just the metal?
I think you call it leather.
Ah, leather.
Dead skin.
I don't like the animal parts.
They
Donks
don't like
folds
that
his arms.
dead.
It's dead. It's the dead thing that's getting to him, huh?
Hmm.
Well, tell her my sincerest apologies. I'll be sure to rectify this when I get the chance.
I'll try again. Okay, we should be alright now. He starts moving again. Come on. And with that, the party begins making their way south into the needled wilds towards the direction of potentially their quarry. Anything else you guys want to do before we call it for the night? And chat, stick around. We're going to be doing a raid.
Nope. I think
Okay.
I'm good.
You should be able to pass unseen now through these cacti. Which is more than what I can say for most of your kind. Alright. Chat, thank you very much. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was saying all right with you in conclusion.
Chat, thank you very much. Thank you very much for being here. Do stick around. We're going to be raiding somebody. Probably Jennings. They're doing a subathon. But I'll take a look at the list. If you want to get caught up on Windfall or to any of the other campaigns we have going on weekly, head over to the Jake and Feffers YouTube channel. And yeah, if you want to join our community, head up the Discord. We are as chaotic as we are wholesome. That's kind of it for me. Let me throw it over to CritFailJake.
Hello, I'm CritFailJake. I'm on TikTok and Instagram. It's like Dodger. Not a whole lot going on with Dodger, just kind of going with the flow, following the party, doing his thing. Going on with Dodger, just kind of going with the flow, following the party. Ready. Oh, I hear me.
My bad.
What just happened?
No, I don't like it. Is that what I sound like? Goodbye, everybody.
Simple time distortion. We move on. No problems.
Is ready to shoot some cactus, some cacti at a moment's notice. Doesn't like being here. Ready to go already. So we'll see what happens. Gene.
Gene is in the same exact boat. I had little patience for it before, but it's already gone. Though he doesn't have a lot of patience in general, I think. Yeah. Luna.
Hi, LunaWolfSpirit. Sia was forced into doing some flirting practice that didn't actually happen. Just scam.
She do a scam.
Mm-hmm.
She do a hood.
But it was nice though. But Stonks spent all his darn money on potions, which doesn't surprise me, but I'm still disappointed. Also ready to like actually find stuff or whatnot. Offbeat.
What up? My name is Offbeat Outlaw. You can find me on YouTube and TikTok under the exact same name. Jester was having a great time being small town hero again. Really good for his ego. He was feeling very small, and now he's like, haha, I'm a big man in a little pond again. This is awesome. And this is his first time this deep in the Needled Wilds. He used to go on small excursions with his dad in his younger years, but not very deep at all. So this is like familiar but new territory. So he's feeling a little spooked. Passing it to Stonks.
What's up? I am Stonks. He is skeleton. Cactus man weird. Whorehouse weird. Mayor super sus. That is all. Anyone left? Pretty sure I was last, right?
I
believe so,
think
yes.
so.
Yeah.
All right, everybody pile into this river, go kick it with Tom Tom, one of our awesome friendos of the community. Make sure to show him some love, give them a follow, and tell him not to die. he's playing some split gate, so it looks tricksy. And have a fantastic rest of your evening, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.